Hey you guys, today I'm gonna do a let's talk video because I think we just need to talk. I have been watching, like everybody else, everything that's been going on with the Milan Brothers. I have been watching, I've seen all the videos, I've seen all the YouTubers talk. And I wasn't going to do a video because I felt like that wasn't a part of my world. I'm not a part of the LGBT community, even though that I support, I have friends, family, whatever. But then, like I said, I have family. So I figured I have something to say. I have kids. So I figured I have something to say. I'm not on nobody's side. I side-eye both sides. When I watch the videos and the radio interviews and all that kind of stuff, I side-eye everybody. But to me, even watching it, it wasn't about that for me. It wasn't about who right or wrong, who slept with who. None of that for me. I'm looking at this as a mother. And I'm looking at this as we gotta love our babies, you guys. Regardless of what lifestyle they choose, we have to love our babies. Because our babies can be one of these Milan brothers. Regardless of which one you see it. Whether it's Stahr Milan, taking in other boys. Whether it's King and I don't know their names. But I follow Stahr Milan on YouTube. I don't follow him on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. So I didn't know all this drama was going on of them not being friends. I didn't care. But I follow Stahr Milan. I'm not even in the beauty world. Y'all don't ever see me with goddamn makeup on, regardless of. I mean, I might put on some lip gloss, but I don't do makeup like that. But I do watch his videos because I be like really intrigued about his videos. So I watch his videos. But my whole thing was loving our kids and not throwing them out to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I side out. I'm gonna keep on saying I side out every fucking body involved in this story. Because there were things that was contradicting. There were things that I was like, they're trying to hold all parties involved were not trying to say things. I don't know if they was not trying to implement themselves in the situation, in certain situations, but you could tell it was hoes being poked in their stories. They wasn't trying to say certain things because they knew that we would put two and two together on certain stories. So, yeah, I did have a problem with, I don't know who it was. I don't know which boy is which, because like I said, I don't follow them. But one of the boys was saying how they were in all this debt or whatever, that, cable bill and all this. First of all, boo-boo, $500. I understand that'd be a little debt, and maybe to an 18-year-old or whatever, but baby, that ain't no motherfucking debt. Especially when you saying that you work and you get tips every day, plus your paycheck. I'm sitting there like, why are you in debt $500? You could have paid that off. Like, where are your priorities and what are you doing that you are letting this $500 thing stay on your credit when you getting $100 a night plus your paycheck? I was side-eyeing that. Stahr Milan, I side-eyed you as far as you did not say that you hinted where that you slept with one of them. You slept with them. Whether it was consensual or not, you did say that you slept with one of the boys. And my thing is, what mother or father or whatever sleep with their kids? So I had a problem with that. Whether it was consensual or not, my mama not gonna fuck me, I'm not fucking my mama. You know what I'm saying? So I side-eyed that. I side-eyed when I'm saying that this happened at 15 in Florida, but you yet moved to Atlanta at 18, 19 years old. So I side-eyed that. I did. Like I said, it was a lot of side-eyes for me in this whole situation. But like I said, we gotta love our kids. Because as the boy was talking, and like I said, I don't remember his name, one of the Milan brothers was talking, And he was saying how his mom kicked him out and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there like, I had a problem with his mama. I did. I had a problem with the mama. You kicked your baby out because of his lifestyle. That's what he said. This is how he put his parent out there. So, motherfucker, I'm side eye your mama. But he was talking about his mama, and then I'm sitting there like, so you putting this video out there, and your mamas or whatever are not fucking Stahr up after. First, it was my mom put me out. I'm gay. My mama sent me to Stahr. So your mama not fucking up Stahr? Your mama don't like your lifestyle, but your mama gonna send you with a gay man? It's just so many, like, I just was, like, confused about the whole situation. You fucking for makeup, you're fucking for clothes, where are your priorities? Like, it's too many YouTube tutorials on here to be fucking for makeup. It's too many, oh, he knew we didn't have this, he knew we didn't have that. Boo-boo. It's too many shelters that give you food and clothes. I'm just saying. 99-cent stores sell makeup. Its priorities is fucked up somewhere involved. Like I said, first of all, it was too many motherfuckers living in one house. I'm just saying. I don't like living here with my goddamn kids and man, because I be feeling like it's too many of us running into each other sometimes. So a lot of the motherfuckers that ain't blood related can't do it. I'm just saying. But yeah, like I said, we need to love our babies, because he felt like he wasn't loved enough to go home. He wasn't loved enough to deal with the situation or whatever. A lot of people are going at them about not going to the authorities. And there are a lot of people that's been victims that don't go to the authorities. But at the same token, these victims are not making videos like this either. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's about getting views, getting famous, tearing somebody's reputation down, or you really the victim. I just know I side-eye all the story, and my whole thing is not about them. It's about loving our kids and accepting our kids so they don't have to go through this kind of situation. Whether if they gay, straight, whatever, transgender, we have to love our babies so they know that they don't have to go through this. They don't have to go out the door and look for approval or love from someone else, if you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it hurts to see this. I have a cousin that just recently, close the door, I have a cousin that recently just came out, and it has a coming out story here on YouTube. I will try to find it and put his coming out story, the link in the description if I remember. But if I don't, look under his name. I think it's under his name, and it's under Dennis Beyard, DennisBeyard, and I think my cousin's like 16, and he had a coming out story, and shit, I found out watching YouTube that shit, he had a coming out story. I knew that, he was gay or whatever, but he never told us. And I think it was and I think he didn't tell us because he didn't know how a lot of us would accept him, because a lot of kids don't know how to come out to their families and stuff like that. So I think that's why he didn't come out to us, and probably the people that he did come out to, he didn't get the acceptance that he should have got. But just watching his story, and I kept saying, these Milan brothers can be my little cousin. Somebody, if his mom, thankful his mom accept, him being gay or whatever, and who he is, because all that kind of stuff. But if his mom didn't, he could go outside and be getting turned out, just like these boys were, about having to live this lifestyle that they can't fucking afford. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we got to love our kids. We got to watch our kids. We got to watch who's around our kids, who's trying to influence and mentor our kids. You know what I'm saying? We got to watch that also. Because Stahr Milan is not the age to be mentoring these boys and taking these boys into this house, especially like they ain't never talked about going to school. He said he tried to pay for their GED and stuff like that, and they didn't want it. But I'm like, they would have been out my motherfucking house. School come first. I don't give a fuck what you trying to do. I don't care who you trying to toot it and boot it for. But if you ain't going to motherfucking school, you can't live up under my roof. And that's how Stahr should have been with them. But hey, like I said, it's hoes in everybody's story, and everybody ain't trying to tell us something. But that's all I had to say about this whole Stahr Milan, King Milan, David Milan. I don't know their names. I just know it's some Milan Brothers, and the real names was exposed. Yeah, that's another thing I had a problem with before I go. They made this video trying to expose Stahr. Stahr trying to expose them. But they were throwing out everybody else's name, putting them in this bullshit. They put Vakaya's name in it. They put some other people that I don't know name in it. And I'm just sitting there like, wow. Wow. They just throwing people's name out. And now probably people feeling like they knew about it, or, you know what I'm saying? So now they're putting, now they got to make up probably their videos or post on their social media what they think happened and all that kind of stuff. So now y'all involving other fucking people. But yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm your girl, Miss Nika. Everything that I do social media is by The Ghetto View. THA, not THE. Like I said, love our babies, hug our babies, and show them that they are loved and they can't do no wrong because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Not what they out there doing, but who they are. So love our babies, you guys. That's all I got to say. All right, peace out.